23 years old. 2 months ago, I stood in our home church there in Ohio. I preached my son's funeral. Took his Bible off his desk. Went to the pulpit. Preached his funeral. 2 months. I wish I could say it gets better. I think you learn to cope and adjust, but it's never going to, life is never going to be the same.
Amen.
Do you know there's some things I've discovered? I've discovered that if you preach to broken hearts, you'll never lack for knowledge. You know, in every part, in every church, there are people that are going through things. They are afraid to talk to people because they are afraid of the judgment they're going to receive. The church should be the place where we get the most help.
Amen.
We cannot get help because we're afraid of what people are going to say about it. In every one of our churches, there are people that are battling addiction. In every one of our churches, in every pew, there are people that have family members who are battling addiction. And in every one of our churches, there are people in this building today, there is no doubt, that have lost their children through whatever, or through various different things, through sickness or whatever. And they sit and suffer silently. And I don't have all the answers. I'm like Peter. I don't have all the answers. I can't tell you I understand why, but I do understand this. God is faithful. I can tell you. It's not something I've read in a book. I'm living it. Amen. That's the only way I can stand before you. That's the only way I can stand in that pulpit and preach that day is because there is a God in heaven that wants to help us. I do not listen. Is it easy? No. Painful? Most worst pain? And I cannot imagine any worse pain. But God is faithful. And if you're here and you don't know Jesus, I'm not telling you about a life that's going to be perfect and you're just never going to have any problems. I'm offering you a hand, a nail-scarred hand that will walk with you through the lowest valley that you will ever have. He will take you. You say, but you don't know where I've done, you don't know what I'm battling. I'm telling you, the ground of Calvary's level. He loves you. He loves you just as you are. He will take you just as you are. And if you're here as a Christian and you are battling things and you are suffering with things and you are going through depression or despair or fear or doubt or pain, would you just bring it to Jesus? Hey!
Amen.
He is there. He wants to help you. But I'm 17 years old. The summer between my senior year of high school, I decided I wanted to go work with some missionaries over in Paris, France. I had never been out of the country. I had never been on a plane before. There was supposed to be a whole bunch of teenagers that went. It ended up being just me. On a plane, 17 years. My parents must have been crazy. I don't know what they were thinking. All by myself, never been on a plane before. I mean, the closest to being in a foreign country was my grandmother lived in Pritchard, West Virginia. I don't know, nobody here has never heard of Pritchard, West Virginia, I'm sure. Wayne County, West Virginia, anybody know that? Yes, sir. Right across the Big Sandy from a place called Louisa, Kentucky, Hayesville, you know. And, oh, now I'm talking your language. This is a Kentucky church. Go Big Blue. Amen. I got on that plane. They said, what will you be wearing? I said, I'll be wearing a blue jacket. They said, Dr. Sherman will be there to pick you up. I got in the Charles de Gaulle Airport, 17 years old, never been out of, been to West Virginia. That's all I've been out of state. Oh, plane. These people were speaking. Speaking the language I did not understand, and there wasn't anybody there to get it. You talk about lonely. I mean, if I'm in West Virginia, I could walk to get back to Ohio. But there wasn't no, I knew pretty well there wasn't no getting back from Paris, France. I didn't know what else. So I got my luggage. There was a big concourse, big brick thing around a sign that had all the incoming flights on a computer screen. So I just dropped my luggage right in front of that, and I got up on that brick, and I just stood there. So anybody could see me coming in that big concourse. After about the longest half hour of my life, man walked up to me. He said, are you Jim McComas? I said, yes, and I don't know who you are, but I'm going home with you because I don't understand what you say. What's your point, preacher? There will be some times in our life. We live in a world. Do you ever feel like you're in a world you don't belong?
Amen.
We're not speaking the same language. And in the brokenness and the pain of our lives, there's nowhere to go. But listen, we can't go back. I'm too near home to turn back.
Amen, preacher. Amen.
I stand before you brokenhearted, confused, hurting. I cried about half the way up from Nashville up here, but I tell you, I stand here with Peter and say, I have examined the options, and I'm sticking with my Savior.
Amen.
I don't know anything. And sometimes in our life it may hurt, but what we have to do is just take our brokenness and set it down and just stand. Having done all to stand, just stand. And we have the promise that we never have another good day in this life. He's coming back.
Amen.
He said he would.
Yep.
That's all I had was his word. They said he'll come. I just stood. Let's stand in a lost and dry life. Stand all over. Lord, we love you and we thank you. Let's stand for your precious and holy word.
Yes, God.
And Lord, this morning, like Peter, I stand and look at the confusion, the pain, all the things I don't understand. I failed you and let you down. I've not been everything I ought to have been. I testify with Peter today. I don't know anywhere else to go. But you stay with God. You alone have the words of life, and we believe and are sure that you are the Christ. So, God, now in this invitation, there are people across this building they don't know you as personal Lord and Savior. If they die today, they're not sure they make heaven their home. God, I pray that today would be the day.
Yes, Lord.
They just step out and say yes to you.
Yes.
They may be battling some things, and I may have touched on some things that's going on in their life. They may be going through emotional problems, marital problems, financial problems, problems on the job, problems with a wayward child or grandchild. Lord, I pray for Christians this morning that would just take their troubles and heartaches, Lord, and give it to you. With every head bowed, every eye closed, just a minute, we're going to pray that invitation. But with every head bowed, would there be one that would say, Preacher, I'm here, I'm a Christian, I know the Lord, I love the Lord, but I am, like Peter, confused. There's some things going on in my life. I'm going through a storm right now. I know the Lord, I love the Lord, but I do stand in need of prayer. Would you lift your hand up? Hands in literally almost every pew. Across this thing. God bless you. Thank you so much. You can put them down. God sees those hands. Then would there be one of us say this before we pray? I'm not going to embarrass you or call you down or come get you. I want to pray for you. Would you say, Preacher, I'm not sure that things are right between me and the Lord. Not sure I'd make heaven my home if I died. I'm concerned about it. It's not going to save you, but it's a first step.
Yes, sir.
I promise you, we'll pray for you. Would you just lift your hand real quick and pray for me? I'm not sure that things are right.
Amen.
Lord, God bless you and you. See those hands. God bless you. Other just slip it up and put it back down. Pray for me. I'm sure that it's right today. So appreciate your honesty. Lord, you see hands, but more importantly, you see hearts.
Yes, Lord. Yes, God.
God, now in this invitation, there are many broken-hearted, struggling Christians here. God, I pray that at the beginning of this meeting, we can make decisions in our seat. We can talk, but there's just something. Not every great move of God can be traced to a kneeling figure.
Yes,
some Christian would just come and make an altar right here and just pour their hearts out to you and leave it.
Yes, God.
Leave their burden here at this altar. I pray for Christians that would do that right now in this invitation. And then I pray for those that are here that do not know you. They're not settled and sure that they're on their way to heaven. Oh, God, I pray. Lord, you speak to them. As I've been speaking on the outside, I pray you've been speaking on the inside. Lord, I pray they make a move. Come to this altar. We can pray with them. They can leave for their sins forgiven on every day. Lord, meet the need in Jesus' name. Amen. As we sing a song of invitation, God is speaking to you, Christian friends. It's camp meeting. It's revival. And it starts with us. Not my brother. Not my sister. It starts with us. How desperate are we to see God move in our situation? How willing are we to let Him have His way? And how we started this morning, we do too much looking around. We do too much waiting on somebody else. We do too much thinking about this or that or this. Instead of allowing Him to say, Lord, I need help. Blind Bartimaeus, they told him to be quiet. He knew that
Hey.
But it sure moves.
Hey. Where else can we go? Hey.
Here's the Bible promise. Draw nigh to me. And all draw nigh to me.
Hey.
Amen.
Just come through a big election season, and let me tell you, the greatest election's ever been going on in your life. The devil votes against you. He wants you to be miserable and unhappy and depressed and discouraged. Jesus voted for you on the cross of Calvary 2,000 years ago. So that's 1-to-1. The devil against you, the Lord for you. Guess who got the, guess who gets to decide the vote this day? Sure moves. And it's a testimony to how good the devil is against the devil of business. Is that we say we believe in God, we acknowledge that we're struggling, but we leave. I'm plugging into the power source that can get us done. I don't know any better than Jesus.
Hey.
We believe and are sure that thou art the Lord. Listen, the devil can't do anything with somebody with a name and tongue.
Hey.
Now these are praying, God's speaking. Are you tired? You've tried it on your own. How's that worked out for you? Let him have his way. Coming home.
Brother Jim is going to step out front. There's a lot of folks raised their hand, said, "Preacher, I'm going through some things. I need some help that only comes from the Lord. Where else can I go but to Jesus?" Now listen, this altar's open, but I'm going to ask you to do something. If you're here today, you're unsaved, you don't know the Lord, maybe at one time you do Him, but today you know you're not where you need to be. I'm going to ask you to do something. It takes a big man or a big woman to do it. But I'm going to ask you to step out right where you're at. Come and shake the hand of a preacher that loves you. And say, "Preacher, I want you to remember me in prayer. I believe you preach the truth to me. I need the Lord in my life. I'm going to come and shake your hand and ask you, preacher, to pray for me. If you want to pray, you can pray. If you don't want to, you can turn around and go back to your seat." Not only that, let me ask this. While we're inviting the lost to come, church, there's a lot of you that raised your hand. I wonder how many of you will come and shake a brother's hand, say, "Preacher, I'm saved. I believe you preach the truth to me. I want you to pray for me." If you want to pray, you can pray. How many of you want to come and just shake the preacher's hand, say, "Preacher, I'm saved, but I've got a need. I want you to pray for me." Hey, man. Hey, lost. You can come, shake the brother's hand, say, "Pray for me." Saved, you can come and shake his hand. I tell you, I'd rather have God's people praying for me than have every doctor in the country come. Hey man, how many would come? Say, "Preacher, I've got a need. I need some help that only comes from the Lord." If you want to pray, this altar's open. You can pray. Hey, the fried chicken will wait. We're doing business with God this morning. How many more will come? Say, "Preacher, I've got a need. I want you to pray for me. Pray with me." Oh God, I need some help this morning. Where else could I turn but to you? Oh, I believe you're the Christ. You're the Son of the living God. You've got the answer. You've got the help. You've got the ability. You've got the power. God, I know you can make a difference. Hey, I wonder why many of the church is coming, shaking Brother Jim's hand. I wonder how many of you that are unsaved, how long will you turn God away? How long will you go back to the things of this world to try to comfort you and help you? Hey, those main things, brother, are going to pass away. And I'm talking about a Savior today that can reach down and pull you up out of the pit of sin and do something for you. said, what is that? She said, that's my God. She said, I pray to him. She said, when I'm in trouble, I ask him for help. She said, I carry him everywhere I go. He said, well, I don't mean to be rude, but does he ever answer you? She said, well, no, not really. But I carry him everywhere I go. When I take him home, I set him up on his pedestal. She said, do you have a God? He said, I sure do. And when I talk to him, he answers me, and I